Hey, Cody here from Movie Losers. Bet you didn't know it was me. Back with another review. And this time, we checked out Black Panther. Well, this time last week. Shot a big... Everything's fallen. Shot a big review with everybody last week, but it was just too much going on.
Yeah.
And, really, I think I was exhausted. It was energy draining, this movie.
Yeah.
Just on so many levels. Emotionally. The action was incredible. We were looking such forward to this movie. It's kind of like a Star Wars experience in a way.
Yeah.
This was so hyped that it delivered for me, and I'm glad I saw it twice.
Mm-hmm.
Once in IMAX, once in your standard commoner format, digital. And I gotta say, I mean, it crushed. I believe I accurately predicted the 200 million.
You might have.
Mm-hmm. Did we bet anything?
I don't know. I'll have to go check out the Comic Losers podcast. Which is
we're the only ones that listen to it.
Which is on SoundCloud and iTunes if you want to go listen to it.
Spoiler alert, I haven't listened to the last few.
Oh, man. The numbers tell.
Has it been doing good?
It's been doing alright, yeah.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. You open up. People know the story, know the Marvel character, the importance behind the movie. What are your thoughts on it? Spoiler-free for now.
For now. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was a completely phenomenal film to watch. A really, really enjoyable experience in the theater. I felt all types of emotions, actually. I felt happiness, sadness, anger, everything. I didn't know how to feel.
Yeah.
And
half the time you were just on your knees screaming yourself hoarse on the ground in front of them. You didn't even watch the half the movie.
I just heard some things going on. I heard drums and I heard screaming and rhinos, and I was like, what is going on?
Somewhere in the distance, we heard the pounding of native drums.
But
SNL skit reference. Don't worry about it. Keep going.
Don't watch SNL.
Okay.
Anyways, I absolutely loved the cast in this movie. They were phenomenal. For all the build-up of the cast being
Chadwick Boseman.
Boseman killed it.
Good looking.
He's a good looking
Tight body.
Yeah.
Rich. King.
Yeah.
Surrounded by beautiful women.
Well dressed.
Technologically savvy. Funny. Just the perfect man.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't imagine anybody else being the Black Panther, T'Challa. I loved Michael B. Jordan in this movie.
Oh.
Did he crush it or did he...
Oh, yeah.
He crushed it.
His total arc in this movie was a surprise for me.
He reminded me so much of the Vulture from Spider-Man Homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
Just their motives, don't want to spoil it yet, but their motives are something that you can kind of understand, even though he goes about it the wrong way.
Right.
And Michael B. Jordan just crushes it when it comes to putting this point across, and he bulked up for this movie.
Also in very great shape.
Yeah.
Yeah. Denai Guerrera.
Guerrera, yeah.
Is that her last name?
Yeah.
Am I pronouncing that right?
I think it's Guerrera, actually. I've been saying it wrong.
I'm so glad she's in Marvel movies now, so I don't gotta watch the dreadful Walking Dead anymore to see her. But she was really awesome.
She was awesome.
That long take in the casino.
Yeah.
I saw a video where Ryan Coogler, the director, put them in like red, green, and black, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And no one else in that scene in those colors, so they stood out in that. I love that it opened in Oakland, and I guess maybe we're getting into a little spoilery territory.
Yeah, probably.
Non-spoiler, 5 out of 5 for this one. I love that beat where it is revealed that the son was left, and it's actually Michael B. Jordan. It really came full circle with this story.
Little known fact, did you know that the guy who played the younger T'Chaka
was actually
hit the older T'Chaka's son in real life? I didn't I noticed that during the movie. I was like, man, they really look alike. And then I heard afterwards, I was like, wait, hold.
And young Forrest Whitaker, the actor, his last name is Whitaker, but that's just coincidence.
Yeah,
they're not related.
They're not related.
But I thought I kind of got reminded of Forrest Whitaker's role in Rogue One, where he kind of wasn't in it that much.
Right.
Still good in the role.
Right.
I'm glad I didn't know much about the Black Panther comic at all, because I had no idea where the story was going to go. So it was like a full, refreshing surprise. And just the artistry of incorporating different elements of different cultures in Africa into the different cultures in the Black Wakanda society. Mm-hmm. I thought that was really awesome. His sister was a standout. Maybe she becomes the next Iron Man once
I heard that,
Robert Downey's out. That'd be awesome.
That,
Iron Woman.
Yeah, in the comics she does eventually become the Black Panther, but I could easily see her becoming Iron Man at some point.
If only there were a podcast where you maybe could talk more about that.
Yeah, I mean, if there was only a podcast called the Comic Losers Podcast,
Right.
which was on,
Not straying
SoundCloud
far from
and
the name Movie
iTunes,
Losers. Yeah.
But anyways, I really love the African culture in this. Like you said,
Yeah.
the clothing was awesome. The use of drums, just I thought it was
in the score, yeah.
The color palette was just so bright
rich.
and beautiful. I was amazed.
The Kendrick Lamar, like I loved when a sick beat would start dropping in the transitions. You were just like, fuck yeah. My favorite shot of the whole movie is when Killmonger, he's walking towards the throne, cameras to his back, just like spinning around, and you have that awesome beat behind him, just so badass.
Right.
And he was just such a compelling, I won't even say villain, it's because at the end he kind of changes T'Challa's mind in some way. They just go about it differently. He's more of just an antagonist, but his whole just like character is fascinating.
Absolutely.
And like the lady who tends the plants is like, oh, these are the sacred plants or whatever, and he's like, when I tell you to do something, I mean that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't, this movie was just so entertaining, also.
Yeah.
It maybe ran a touch long for me, maybe in the middle. And the only other real complaint I would have would be the hand-to-hand combat, like, is what I wanted from this movie. We got a lot of it, but in the suits, I thought the Black Panther seemed way more badass in Civil War without the technology element. I felt the same way about Spider-Man's suit in Homecoming. I like the absence of the tech more for this particular character.
Right.
Hard to do because Wakanda's like the be-all and all of technology.
What I did like, though, is this movie made it very clear, because after Civil War, we were always curious on, does the Black Panther actually have powers, or is it just the suit? You know? This movie makes it very clear that he does have powers.
Yeah.
The flower that you were talking about does give him that kind of power. Only thing I really didn't like about this movie, it is such a minor nitpick I feel like that I'm doing, is some of the CGI in this movie just wasn't always very clean.
Yeah.
There was one scene where it just looked like, where T'Challa's getting crowned, it just looked like there was like some copy and pasting kind of done. I was just like, wait, this all looks kind of similar.
Oh, like the people standing on the waterfall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just like some of the fighting at the very end scene between Killmonger and it was all so dark, and it's just like
the stuff on the field wasn't so much taking me out of it.
Right.
But when they fell into this CGI
Spider-Man
cavern
kind of thing.
Yeah, like it's one, if your entire kind of surrounding there at the end is going to be CGI, at least have them fully suited.
Yeah.
And not like soupy CGI as well.
Yeah.
I would agree with you there, but the story itself was so compelling. I could look past that in the moment.
Absolutely.
And see it in IMAX because most of the Wakanda establishing shots and the stuff with the waterfall, those fights, are shot in a larger format. You get more of the picture.
Right.
So see it in IMAX if you can.
Did you... I don't know if you want to talk about this, but you can edit it out, I guess, if you want. Do you want to talk about the...
Thor Ragnarok brought me back to being excited for Thor's character.
Right.
Now this has me amped for Black Panther. Like, literally every character in Civil War, I have like an emotional stake in.
Right.
And that's going to be just such an incredible experience to see that and feeling that going in.
Marvel is so good at moving the chess pieces to get themselves set up. It is absolutely brilliant. Two guys that I want to give a shout out though to are the white guys in this movie. Andy Serkis as Claw was great,
and Martin Freeman, Bilbo, and Gollum.
10 years from now, I think Black Panther will probably still be in a lot of people's top 5, top 3 movies, and it shot up to definitely my top 3 right now. I just, like you said, I love the way the story was weaved in and out. We went back to the 90s. We went to
costume
Civil War
design,
time,
beautiful.
Present,
Costume design was amazing.
Amazing job by, I think, everybody. I don't think there's a single person who did not give their best performance in this movie.
Absolutely. What are those? She said it much better in the Artitas. Much better in the movie. We're very white. Are you white? Did you like Black Panther? Let us know in the comments below.
Right.
And go see the movie again and again because it's really good.
Support it. Wakanda forever. Oh, and go check out the Black Panther rap on this channel.
Oh, we rapped.
We rapped. It was awesome.
Maybe I'll include a little
snippet,
clip of something at the end of this.
What a treat.
Huh. Right now! fucking god.